Bozer will give it a look, but that'll be about 10 rows into the stand, so we are even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This Miami team hitting .289 as a team, just 8 homers in 10 games. Coppola's wide, and now the 2-2 pitch. That one's all the way to the backstop. So a full count here as Coppola gets a new baseball. Gonzalez stands right on top of home plate. Hands are out over the inner part of the plate. And the crowd ready for the 3-2 pitch, and it is a pop-up. Out towards center field. Nadeau will drift back just a few steps. Sunglasses on. He stares up into that bright sun and will make the catch for out number 1, and that's how we get started here this afternoon.
Well, good job. You don't want to walk anybody, but you don't want to walk a leadoff hitter in the ballpark, holding that fly ball to center field with a guy that doesn't have a lot of pop.
This guy does, though. Daniel Cuvée, an outstanding freshman season. Big, strong, right-handed hitter. He doubled in his first at-bat yesterday, but he waves at a breaking ball and is not close. That's been the difference maker for Coppola here in the early going. He's been able to really locate that breaking ball, especially to righties. Now the 0-1, there it is again, and that one is down in the dirt. After Cuvée doubled first time and came around to score, he got hit by Liam Peterson in the 3rd inning. Two stared each other down for about half of the walk down to first base. And then Cuvée didn't do anything the rest of the way. Here's a 1-hopper to short. No problem for Shelton. He'll set his feet. Throw is perfect. And a ground out for Cuvée for the 2nd out of the inning.
That fastball in under the hands, couldn't get the barrel on it and didn't get a lot on that ground ball. So good jam job by Coppola there to a dangerous hitter.
So that'll get the 3-hole hitter up. That's Max Galvin. Left-handed hitter, and the first pitch is hit hard out towards Curlin. He gloves it on his knees. Short hops the throw, and Lawson's got it. What a play by Cade Curlin, but unfortunately he is still down, and it looks like he might be holding that left shoulder of his. That was an amazing play as he flops around, so the crowd got really, they're starting to creep out. Always have that on a Saturday afternoon start, those 4:30 starts. And right now the hitter's in the shadows, and the first pitch from the righty Griffin Hugas is a strike at 92 miles an hour on the outer part of the plate. Yost comes in hitting .355. This will be his 8th start in the Gators' 11th game, and there's another nicely located fastball that caught the outer part of the plate. That's what Hugas is going to do. He is going to really spot the baseball. Brings the ball over his head. Another fastball, and Yost able to lay off of that one. Yost came in as a pinch hitter yesterday. Ended up getting a sac fly RBI with the bases loaded to increase the Gator lead. Seen 3 fastballs here, now a breaking ball, and he'll chop it foul over towards the Gator dugout. Gators 80 wins, 51 losses, and that tie in their career at home against the Miami Hurricanes. So about a 30-game difference as that one floats off the plate. Another fastball at 93 miles an hour that time. So obviously means with the series tied, a lot more wins down in Miami for the Hurricanes. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and it's a swing and a miss. Good breaking ball down and in under the hands, and Yost couldn't get it for the strikeout.
Nasty pitch. A lot of downward bite to that. Started middle of the plate and then just bit down to his shoe tops inside. That's a tough pitch to hit.
So now Bobby Bozer. Bozer got acclimated to this series and came out with a bang as he swings and misses at a good breaking ball. Bozer was 3 for 4 yesterday, drove in a couple of runs, hit a homer. That was in his 2nd at bat. It's a slider here, and that one misses down and off the plate. Hugas is a Floridian, but he did not go to college in Florida right out the gate, as he catches the upper part of the zone with a fastball there. And the crowd already on the home plate umpire. He taps his head a couple of times on the right side of it. And now ready to go, and is a breaking ball that is chopped foul. Hugus is from Wellington, down there in South Florida. Went to Cardinal Newman, and then first 2 years of his collegiate career was at Cincinnati, where he was a two-way player. And now with the portal and everything else going on, he makes his way back home. 1-2 pitch is way off the plate. As a freshman, he was really good. He was an AAC all-freshman as a two-way player. Hit just .234, though, with a couple of homers. Now the 2-2 pitch, fastball, and he got him. He just reared back, and Bozer was a little tardy on 93.
Well, early on, you can see why he's good control. He's got a couple of different breaking balls. He kind of throws, as you said, a slider, and also the 12-6 kind of breaking ball, and he's thrown them all for strikes so far, so he's been good.
So 2 quick outs now for Colby Shelton, who's trying to get his first hit of the series. The lefty steps in and will send one foul down the left field line. Shelton went 0 for 4 yesterday with a couple of strikeouts. First time this year that he did not get a hit. He was the only Gator that had hit in every game before yesterday. Now the 0-1 to him, and it's fouled off again. A changeup that time, that was up in the zone. But still a strike. Shelton still reached base a couple of times. Some free passes, so he has reached in all 10 this year. Now the 0-2, there's that slider again. It's fouled off down the right field line. Wind is blowing pretty aggressively out to right center. During batting practice, it was blowing out to left. We've seen it shift back and forth. Earlier part of the day, it was supposed to be coming in. So strikeout, 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 and the Gators go quietly in the first. We'll head to the second. No score. Struck out all 3. Coppola in that first inning threw just 10 pitches. 6 of them were strikes. He'll face the cleanup man, and it's a swing and a miss to Jake Ogden, a right-handed hitter. Ogden, the shortstop, was 1 for 3 yesterday. That one was a 3-2, 2-out RBI single in the first inning. But then the Gators handled him the rest of the way. Here's a pop-up heading down the left field line, and Bozer will watch it go into the stands. And an attempt of a catch is almost made. Maybe did make it. Again, you can't even tell that those are berms down each of the line. Every single inch of grass is taken up by people in blankets. It is great here this afternoon. There's a fastball, and it's fouled off the other way. So Coppola threw 10 pitches. And Hugus on the other side threw 16 pitches. A lot of strikes for both of these two. 0-2 pitch is just off the plate on a fastball. Ogden, another Miami kid, grew up down there as he awaits the 1-2, and he will swing and miss. Ball down in the dirt, so they'll have to throw him out, and that's exactly what Heyman does. So Gators get their first strikeout.
Nasty breaking ball. That thing started out about the belt and just downward, down and in, and no chance for Ogden to hit that. Just well placed and a lot of movement down.
And for those of you watching on TV today, if you're unfamiliar with the 2 bags, and you just saw that for the first time, if a drop third strike happens and it goes into foul territory, first baseman is allowed to come set up on that green bag. And that's exactly what they did, and Gators executed it perfectly. Here's a lefty, Bobby Marsh. He is their designated hitter from Pennsylvania, a grad student. He's been all over the place in his collegiate career as well, as Coppola just misses down with that fastball, according to the home plate umpire, Scott Klein. Marsh went to Florida Atlantic, started his collegiate career, then up to Penn State, and now he's back in Miami. And he's lining one out towards left. Sear got turned around for a second, but able to recover. And with those sunglasses on, he'll make the catch for out number 2.
Ball up a little bit. Kind of an awkward swing from Marsh. A little more pop than I thought it would have. Sear, I thought was going to have some trouble with that, but he righted the ship, made the catch.
So 5 up, 5 down. And now Derek Williams, senior from St. Louis. Shadow continues to creep closer to the mound. And the first pitch is a little high on a fastball. Williams has also been all over the place in his collegiate career. Mineral area, then down to Florida Southwestern, then over to Wichita State, and then back to Miami.
We're going to be saying that a lot more.
Yeah, that's what college baseball has turned into.
Yep.
Williams stands as deep in the box as you can get, right-handed hitter. Here's a 2-0 to him, and it's a good breaking ball in there for a strike. So early on, that is Coppola's best pitch. Fastball command hasn't been as sharp as we have seen in the first 2 starts from Pierce. But he's just settling in as we are underway, and there's that breaking ball again. And Williams swings and wasn't even close to it for strike 2. So Coppola trying to finish off the Canes here in the second inning. 6'8" lefty takes a deep breath. Now the pitch. See ya! Right down the heart of the plate on a fastball, and Williams knew it. So after not getting a strikeout in the first inning, Coppola gets 2 in the second inning, and another 0 goes up on the scoreboard. We'll head to the bottom of the second, still scoreless in Gainesville for the junior right-hander. So he'll face Brendan Lawson, the freshman, and his backdoor breaking ball misses just off the plate. Miami has shifted more than any team that we have seen the Gators play so far this year. They'll do it here for Lawson, who digs back in the box, and that fastball is just off the plate for ball 2. So whereas Scott Klein called those pitches in the first inning, didn't call a couple on the outer part of the plate this inning. Lawson's average at 371. And there's a strike. Bottom part of the zone on a fastball at 93 miles an hour. So 3 Hurricanes on the right side of the infield. Cuvée, the third baseman, is basically playing shortstop. Now the 2-1 is a breaking ball and a good one, swing and a miss. We've seen a couple of lefties now think that that pitch is going to be a fastball and ends up almost hitting them. And they're still swinging. So now it's 2-2. And there it is again, and he's going to get another strikeout. So how about that? Fell behind 2-0 and still came all the way back.
And not afraid to throw breaking pitches when behind in the count. And I'll tell you what, he's sharp with that. That thing is really, really an effective pitch. It starts about at the belt and just dies at the end with sharp break, especially away to righties.
Speaking of righties, here's Ashton Wilson, who is the replacement in the lineup for Cade Curlin. Junior from Orlando steps in, and the first pitch is chopped over to third. Cuvée has it. His throw across is in plenty of time. Well, I guess the good news is it wasn't a strikeout.
Yep, finally put the ball in play. But look, even through Miami's struggles, they've always been able to pitch. They found pitchers, and that's been the strength of their team. I mean, their team ERA coming into this game is less than 2. So that's been what they've been known for, and they still are.
So 2 outs now for Landon Stripling. He'll get the start today, and he'll spit on a breaking ball as it misses down low for ball 1. Stripling hitting .250 so far in limited duty. Lefty ready, can't catch up to a fastball, and that'll even things up at a ball and a strike. 4 for 16 on the year. This is 5th start, transfer from Texas Tech. Homer and 4 ribbies for him. Here's a 1-1, and that is just off the plate on a fastball. Gator offense has been really good at not striking out this year. But Griffin Hugas so far very good in that department. This one is lined over the second baseman's head, and that's going to find the gap in right center field. Torres goes over and gets it quickly, but a 2-out single gives us our first base runner of the game.
That's one of the few balls that Hugas has left middle of the plate, and Stripling takes advantage of it and drives it to right center field.
So now the former Hurricane. Blake Sear spent 2 years down in Miami. Now going against the former squad. And the first pitch to him is right down the heart of the plate. Although, probably doesn't recognize many of the people that are on this team. 28 newcomers to this Miami ball club. Think about that. The roster size is just above 30. There's a big swing and a miss on a slider. Another good pitch. One guy he does know is the second baseman, Dorian Gonzalez. They were roommates down in Miami. Here's the 0-2, breaking ball, and that got him. Sear didn't even get the bat off of his shoulder. So, 2 more strikeouts for Griffin Hugas. He's got 5 through the first 2 innings. Gators finally get a base runner, but nothing amounts, and we will go to the third with no score and 2 strikeouts in that second inning. Think about this, how good Gator pitching has been. Counting the 2 innings today, they have now struck out at least 1 hitter in 79 of the 86 innings that they have thrown this year. Pretty special stuff. But speaking of strikeouts, Griffin Hugas has 5 already through the first 2 innings for the Hurricanes. So, a couple of zeros, and we'll see if that continues now as we hand things over to Steve Russell.
All right, Jeff, thank you. 7, 8, and 9 for the Hurricanes here in the third against Pierce Capola. Todd Hudson, the first baseman, a lefty, will hit. First pitch to him is a breaking ball strike. He was 2 for 4 last night, did strike out 1 time. Had 2 of their 5 hits. 0-1 outside breaking ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. He was the only hitter in the lineup last night to have more than 1 hit. Wind and pitch, swung, foul to the screen. Crowd wants a strikeout. Left on left matchup pitch is a ground ball to first. 2 hopper, fielded there. Play made, unassisted. 1 out.
Well, Lawson continues to be really, really good over there. We've seen him dive to his left, dive to his right, makes all the routine plays. High school shortstop, so you know he can pick it with the best of them, and it's a nice, easy routine play right there. We won the foot race to the bag.
The catcher, Tanner Smith now. 0 for 3 yesterday. His average at .333 with a homer. Capola's first offering is a swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Both pitchers really sharp today. 0-1, another one. Same pitch, same result. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Here is the 0-2. Swinging, strike 3 on a fastball.
Well, just a great sequence. Slow him down, slowed him down even more on a ball down in the dirt, and then just reared back and 94 by him. Really no chance at all for Smith in that at bat.
Freshman Michael Torres, now the center fielder, hits. 1 for 3 last night. Takes ball 1. Left on left matchup here. They play him about as straight away as you can get. No score here in the third. 1-0 is a fastball for ball 2. Now is high ball 3. 3-0 on the 9-hole hitter. Don't want to walk him. 3-0 is right through there, a strike, 3-1. He's hitting 167. I'd be taking him. 9-hole guy. He does, and it's ball 4.
Well, both of the fastballs, that one and the 1-2 pitches ago, just barely above the belt. And we saw last night Jeff Head giving the high strike, Scott Klein not giving the higher strike today. And I think, again, by rule, those are probably strikes, but it just depends how an umpire is going to call it. So the first base runner is a 2-out walk to the 9-hole hitter.
Dorian Gonzalez Jr. flew to center his first time. 0 for 5 in the series. He takes a breaking ball, ball 1.
Well, I think this again goes back to Coppola's been more effective against righties than he has lefties. For some reason, just trying to throw outside to lefties has not been his thing this year.
1-0. There's a breaking ball, a good one, strike 1.
And that was a good job by Heyman, too. He ended up knowing it was going to be a breaking ball out there. He still set up more in, trying to get Coppola to start that on the inner part of the plate and have it break away.
Throw to first, runner back. As a team, the Hurricanes have 18 steals in 18 tries. One. Upstairs, 2-1. No score, top of the third. Two one now is a check swing, and it is a ball, 3-1.
Well, certainly don't want to walk two guys to get to Cuvée.
Pitch is nowhere near. Back-to-back walks.
And I would think Kevin O'Sullivan's going to come out and have a conversation now.
He is.
We saw him have to do this with Liam Peterson yesterday also in the third inning. Just a quick mechanical adjustment and try to get him back right.
While he has that talk, we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Gator Baseball on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield. For his work. Sully's still out there with the entire infield and the catcher on the pitcher's mound.
Uh-oh. And athletic trainer Jared Swime now coming out. So maybe something going on with Coppola all of a sudden.
But this has not been a good day at all physically for the Gators.
Well, and Florida has a righty already starting to get loose. Now pretty quickly, Aiden King, freshman, is out there.
And he's going to come in, I think.
Yeah.
He is. So, just like that, Kate Kurland diving for a ball, if you're just tuning in the outfield, came up, throwing, and then immediately grabbed his shoulder, and he was taken out of the game. And Pierce Coppola, after that pitch, he was fine before that, but we thought Sully going to go out there just to talk to him because of not throwing strikes, but apparently more than that, and he will leave.
Yeah, certainly not a good sign. Pierce has worked so hard, missing so much time over the last couple of years. He was always a great teammate, always rehabbing, doing everything possible to try to make sure that he's okay, and obviously there's something wrong. I mean, there's been a lot of things with him over the years that he's had to deal with. And, I think we've seen this with a lot of basketball players. Gosh, you see it now with Joel Embiid again, a local kid from here in Gainesville. He went to the Rock for a couple of years, but he just can't ever stay healthy. So these bigger guys just have things go wrong with them, and things happen. So,
Aiden King's going to be given all the time he needs to get loose. He's still in the Gator bullpen.
Well, and that's the interesting part. Normally, you would want to come out to the mound and get comfortable with the mound, but he's choosing to warm up and do everything he needs to out there in the bullpen. But it also then doesn't allow Miami to get a closer view of you.
Circle K, proud to sponsor Florida Gator Baseball strikeouts this season. Get out to Florida Ballpark with Circle K and take it easy. If you're just tuning in, it's a scoreless game. We're playing in the top of the third. Coppola got the first 2 outs of the inning and then back-to-back walks and then some injury that has necessitated his removal from the game. Daniel Cuvée is going to be the hitter who grounded out to short his first time. I don't know, Jeff, but I can remember a game in which 2 Gator players were hurt in such a short period of time. I can't remember that. Can you?
No, not at all. And the Curlin injury was really tough. He made just such an outstanding play going to his left and still had the wherewithal to be able to throw the runner out, and did it from his knees, but then immediately went down on his back, and that was really it.
Meldon Law, call to the bullpen. We'll give you the numbers for Aiden King after these messages on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield. King, the righty, comes in the game for the Gators.
It's now his 5th appearance, which is more than anybody so far here in 2025. The freshman is 1-0 with a 1.29 earned run average. 7 innings, giving up 6 hits and 1 earned run with no walks and 9 strikeouts. He was really good against Stetson the other night. Best he's looked by far in a Gator uniform, but they've all been pretty good.
On Herod, runners at first and second, there are 2 outs. Boy, it's such a downer because you have this great crowd here today and a lot of buzz, with this series, Miami coming to town, and then you get hit once, in a boxing term, Jeff, you get hit with one jab, you come back with another jab. Tough.
Yeah, and Coppola's right there by the Gator coaching staff watching, so he didn't go back in for any kind of treatment or something that's going on, so might have just tweaked something.
Ready to go, King to Cuvée, it's fouled away on a fastball.
Well, that's an interesting pitch call because I think you knew Cuvée was going to be looking fastball and try to swing, and it was still a good enough pitch to make him foul it off.
The fastball at 92. Runners lead first and second, 0-1. Swung, fouled away to the right. They play Cuvée that way. He has a lot of room in left center field. Yost in center plays him right center. 0-2, breaking ball does not break. 1-2. Was a pitch in. Does he come with something away here? We'll find out. 1-2. It is away. A fastball. It's just off the outside corner. King ready hits. And 2 left through 2.5